前进。
This scene may seem slightly comical, but practicing putting the jet bridge in position is a task these workers take very seriously. There are only 29 days to go until the airport opens. But without real planes to practice with, the workers make do with what they have.
那我们自己就想办法，用锥筒上面放2根鱼竿，然后呢测量出咱们不同机型的舱门宽度，摆在咱们机坪上进行练习。后来呢，咱们有一批机下无动力的设备进场，然后呢，我们一看，正好就是就地取材吧。
The recent test flight showed that Beijing Daxing International Airport is equipped for the highest level of operation. But for an international air hub, this is just a starting point. The ultimate goal is efficiency, safety, and comfort. The Daxing Airport Express travels at 160 kilometers per hour, twice the speed of a regular subway train. The 3 vertical and 1 horizontal track layout presents an unprecedented challenge. Facial recognition takes you through security checks and customs, and over 5,000 Bluetooth beacons are distributed throughout the terminal building. In 3 days, the airport will face a pressure test, its biggest challenge before going into operation. Everyone is busy preparing for it. Tuesday, August 27th. The usual morning rush hour. What would you do if you got stuck in traffic on your way to the airport preparing to go on holiday? Daxing Airport has thought about this problem since the start of the design process.
我们现在开始测试一下，看看我们一名旅客从现在开始到办完手续一共需要多长时间。
Remote check-in at Taoqiao Station is a new service that Daxing Airport has developed for its passengers. The system is now being put to the test.
我这有一件行李。
哎，好。
At these counters, passengers can complete procedures such as check-in, baggage drop, and baggage security checks, saving themselves the trouble of bringing their luggage all the way to the airport.
我们会通过这个小车呢，把它推到地铁的列车上面，在机场站呢有人来接应这个，再把这个行李运送到飞机上。也就是说，从现在开始，整个过程不需要这个旅客再干预了。
你好，先生，这是您证件，然后这是您登机牌。
一共用了5分钟，5分03秒，一共是。
For years, Liu Xiao's team has been looking for ways for passengers to lighten their load.
在奥运会的时候呢，我们做过一个奥运村的一个远程值机，派人员到这个奥运村去，把旅客还有这些运动员的一些行李，然后集中全都进行托运，然后呢由这个海关专门的接管车一下子拉到这个机场里面，这样对于当时的运动员来讲呢，就是非常的方便，得到了那个运动员的很大的一个好评。
But offering this service for an airport is not quite so easy. Ten years after the Olympics, when the Daxing Airport Express was built, they finally got their chance to try it out as a complete system. At the Beijing Rail Traffic Control Center, 60 kilometers north of Daxing Airport, the operation team are busy with a new line that is being connected to the network.
这头的那个安检机，有点问题，然后停一下机，5分钟能好。
啊，停一台是吧？
对，不影响
正常。
对。
哎，好嘞。
得嘞。
The team is constantly on the lookout for emergencies. The Daxing Airport Express brings a train that runs at a speed of 160 kilometers per hour into Beijing's rail traffic network, the first of its kind in the city. There is no experience that they can learn from.
我们分别到这个其他的城市，就是高铁去学习人家这个高速列车的运行的一个培训，确实它的新制式和它的这个新特点，对我还有我们的这个团队成员来说挑战蛮大的。
At 160 kilometers per hour, the Express is twice as fast as a regular subway train. After the airport opens, it will take only 19 minutes for passengers to travel the 41 kilometers from Taoqiao to Daxing Airport, at least 40 minutes faster than it would take by road.
考虑到，会有好多的乘客提着大量的行李、大件的行李，所以在这个座椅的布置上，我们当时是有进行详细的考虑和论证的，把这个行李箱放在它的座位前方，这样的这个整体的间隔还是很大的，这样可以保证乘客在乘坐过程中的舒适性。
This focus on people's comfort is reflected in every detail. The system is so well joined up that passengers will be able to board their flights half an hour after getting on the train. Meanwhile, another department is busy making intense preparations.
起飞报的那个时刻啊，应该是它那个 FDR 耦合了之后的减掉一步，是那个时刻。
August 28th, 4 months of airport tower controller training is about to end. Tower controllers decide what time a plane takes off or lands, the runway it uses, and how long they have to wait in line. That's why many people call them air traffic police.
其实按说这个表大家应该知道，应该会。
The 60 tower controllers here are all the best of the best from airports around the country. Most have at least 10 years' experience, but must still pass several evaluations to be able to work at the new airport.
大型机场呢，投运之后它是4条跑道同时运行，而4条跑道里边呢有3条是平行跑道，相当于和首都机场的类似。但是另一条跑道呢是斜跑道，它是相当于是航迹是跟其他跑道有交叉的。那这种运行模式是在以前是没有的。
Daxing Airport is the first in the country to use an omnidirectional runway structure. It also uses world-leading technologies to ensure the efficiency and quality of future operations. These massive changes also pose an unprecedented challenge to tower controllers. To do their job to the best of their ability, tower controllers must memorize the layout of the 4 runways and 149 interweaving taxiways.
然后呢，咱们这次借这个培训最后的这点时间吧，咱们带大家一块儿复习一下这个机场图，咱们就画这块儿吧，对吧？咱就开始了啊！我把这图都关了。
开航之后呢，就是不光是管制员对这个机场不熟悉，包括飞行员、地面保障人员都不熟悉。这是一个全新的这种枢纽型机场，这种运行模式我可能是以前没有过的，所以说这个挑战呢是很大的。
As the opening day approaches, the hardware tests come to an end. The next challenges will be faced by the operators. The jet bridge team's training becomes increasingly intense.
行，再往我这边来带一点，那桥头给打过去，好，那个轮位往我这边再来一点，好。
The new airport has invited 9 experienced professionals from the capital airport to get the new workers up to speed as quickly as possible.
737机型700和800的时候站在这边这个位置，380和787咱们是要站在这个位置。比如说对接737，那有风速管的时候，咱们就一定要留出一些夹角来，对吧？比如说对接这个787的时候，一定要 进行观察离发动机的距离。
There are many rules involved in using a jet bridge. Docking methods vary according to the type of airplane, as they all have different layouts. If an error is made during operation, the 40-ton steel jet bridge could hit the plane, leading to catastrophic results. The evaluation form in Li Peng's hands records the worker's progress.
按照咱们大兴机场的标准，经过培训，现在的员工在单桥、双桥，包括这个380桥，包括前期都能达到这个2分钟、3分钟、5分钟的这个标准，应该是提高了20%。
In 10 days, these new workers will be strictly evaluated before officially starting their jobs, with the precondition of having completed the docking of over 300 simulated flights. There is no shortcut for safety, and skill relies on persistence.
China Eastern Runner 709er Alpha Trip contact ground 121.6.
August 29th. Today's evaluation results will decide whether the tower controllers will be able to stay at Daxing Airport. Young Na is the only woman among the 14 chief controllers. Today, she faces her toughest test. The examination room simulates the view from the tower at Daxing Airport on a 1-to-1 scale. Within an hour, young Na needs to oversee the takeoff and landing of over 100 flights and also deal with 3 special situations. This is what peak traffic flow will look like at Daxing Airport.
以前在首都塔台的话是一个管制员管1条跑道，但是现在一个人会管2条跑道。
West of the terminal buildings in Daxing Airport, 2 runways will run at the same time. A plane landing on the outside runway must pass through the runway near the terminal building to reach its parking stand. Guiding planes along the narrow runways is a test of a tower controller's power of observation, brains, and concentration.
如果因为一个你的工作疏忽，你比如说你跑道上有架飞机还没脱离呢，但是你就给后面那个飞机发起飞，这样的话就容易造成事故的那个可能性。
那如果说你考试当中的时候，比如说航班号呼错了，或者跑道号呼错了，那么就直接不能通过。
Young Na has been working in the industry for 12 years, but it's the first time she has had to deal with 2 runways at the same time.
联航506管报告，他在跑道内遇到了鸟击，然后应该需要查跑道，后面就落不了了。一会儿31拐4，您就别给我了。是吧？然后我一会儿塔台指挥的飞机起飞和降落，在跑道上那种滑跑的冲程过程，速度都是比较大的。如果发生一些特情的话，给你解决的时间也会比较少，所以它的那个难度、危险性就会大很多。如果是在跑道上，或者是跑道的上空，遇到了鸟击，有一些遗撒物撒在了跑道上，然后我就需要让场务检查跑道。
A runway check requires all takeoffs and landings to be halted immediately. To keep disruption to a minimum, Young Na gives the ground service team just 8 minutes to check the runway.
350座跑道，我再重复一遍，350座跑道现在可以上道检查，助力11脱离保，350座场务车道。
The runway is 45 meters wide, 3,800 meters long, and the team has just 8 minutes to check it. The pressure is on for these small yellow cars. Thankfully, Zhang Minhe's 10 years of experience have given him sharp eyes.
常年干这活儿就习惯了，而且这么道面上这么干净，你有东西一眼就能看见。
Still, he can't take it easy. The slightest fragment on a runway could puncture an airplane tire or get sucked into the engine running at 150 revolutions per second and damage the vane, leading to a major accident.
查到看着好像很简单，但是这不就是跑道安全，就是机场的安全最底线、最基层了。青蛙，青蛙晒干了的。 土面区里头跳上跑道了，跑道温度高还干。
3647 Hebei 3647 wind calm runway 11 left clear for takeoff.
An hour later, the final simulation flight lands safely, and the exam is over.
95分通过，咱们90分合格嘛，95分就通过。
Young Na has passed. In 4 weeks, she will arrive at the control tower of Daxing Airport to officially start work.
$8000多吧，8000多。
一共开了9条旅客通道，1条工作和1条机组。来，后面旅客往这边走，这边通道多，过检能快一点啊！来，往这边走。
打火机带不了了啊，大爷。
It's 9 a.m. on August 30th, 26 days before opening day. It's the start of the largest comprehensive drill so far.
现在是两侧现在都是高峰期。 所以这个旅客排队情况人比较多，我们这边也是现场所有通道都已经开启了。这边都有空位，这边也可以走。
这就是所谓的压力测试嘛。早高峰的时候，那么多航班我都要起飞，然后那么多旅客同时都来到我们的通道，那我们通道资源我也不可能无限扩充，怎么保证我在有限的资源之内，确保安全的前提之下，更快的过检？
Almost all airport security checkpoints have scenes like this. In order to shorten lining times for passengers, Daxing Airport has designed an efficient and convenient system based on the experience of its peers at home and abroad.
这个自助验证闸机呢，它是分为这个1道门和2道门。那在这个第1道门呢，我们的旅客把他的这个身份证件放在这个证件阅读器上就可以了，不用再刷这个证件卡了。
Passengers can pass through simply by having their faces scanned, which takes only 8 to 10 seconds. Now, the passengers are temporarily separated from their carry-on baggage. The new machine allows the baggage of 4 passengers to be checked at the same time. Every basket is equipped with radio frequency identification tags, which matches the baggage with each passenger's information.
这个 RFID 呀，就在我们这个行李框的这个两侧，还有这个底部，框里边有这个 RFID 标签，同时对面有这个摄像头，通过这种动态的人脸比对，识别出推框这名旅客是谁，然后再和我们这个行李做一个绑定，就实现了人貌对应。
The automated separation devices separate suspicious and safe baggage. Meanwhile, the RFID tags can help security officers quickly identify who the suspicious baggage belongs to. This smart security check system allows each channel to handle 180 passengers per hour. Security checks on all 8,868 passengers must be completed in an hour. It's the biggest test that the security check system has gone through. With the situation already tense, Li Shuqi's worst fear is realized: a system malfunction.
打着叉啊，肯定是有问题了。这旅客就做好准备，算计信息能力故障了。
是这个职责其实是。
Information on the malfunction is transmitted to the back end of the Airport Operations Center and the Information Center in real time.
这个问题不是出在硬件，它还是后台的一个软件开发，因为系统之间的数据交互太复杂了，在软件接口方面有一些异常。
国内的航班现在已经关键比较多了，我这个接口我对它进行解析。是。
Different departments work together and find the problem in a matter of minutes. The ITC engineers get busy modifying the codes. Obviously, this takes some time, but with the boarding time approaching, the passengers can't wait any longer. Luckily, every system at Daxing Airport has a backup plan. Li Shuqi and his colleagues instantly switch the system to single-channel emergency mode and divert passengers to other security checkpoints.
看一下那边人多了，往这边叫人啊，因为旅客从那边进，他直接就看那边，他看不了这边。待会儿如果登机前10分钟还没排到你的话，赶紧跟我们说，我们会指引走那个极客通道。
Despite the malfunction, all passengers make it through.
咱现在放行挺快了，一个新的设备啊，一个新的技术，要是真的想使用好的话，它不可能只能单纯靠这个设备和技术才能做到最好，必须是有一个几方的配合啊，包括我们的操作人员。未来我的旅客对这个设备的认知也越来越清晰的话，我相信对这个设备的使用，包括我们旅客过检的这个服务的提升，应该还会有更大的进步。
A security check at Daxing Airport can be completed in 3 minutes. That's 60% more efficient than most airports. Passengers can complete all procedures smoothly using facial ID. This is a new method of infrastructure construction that integrates technologies such as big data, artificial intelligence, and 5G. With 25 days left before opening day, meeting new challenges becomes the main focus for Daxing Airport in September.
我大学一毕业就过来了，13年了嘛，一直在南苑，来了就干管制工作。
In 24 days, Wang Yu will be transferred to Daxing Airport together with China United Airlines.
联航2.31，继续滑行，拐后侧方等待。
侧方等联航2.931。
Nanyuan Airport is 109 years old and was the first airport in China. The first air squadron of the People's Republic of China was established here on August 15, 1949. The past decade has witnessed an explosive growth in China's civil aviation industry. The passenger volume at Nanyuan Airport has been constantly growing, putting it under increasing strain.
联航5811，地面风200度4米，跑道36，可以起飞。
200度4米36可以起飞。
This dilemma has been solved by the arrival of Daxing Airport. In 24 days, Nanyuan Airport will officially be shut down, and the new airport will start operating. How will this historic moment be ushered in? The sound of the alarm marks the start of another training session for the fire brigade. Today, 55 new members have taken up their posts. The 149 firemen at Daxing Airport were selected from 2,000 candidates. Rescuing people in the shortest time possible when there is a fire on an airplane is the final and most important part of their training.
打开一个缝，看一下烟雾，你就这样打开门。如果这个时候如果出问题了，它会哐的一下撞到那边去。明白了，明白了吧？明白。
外面的消防队的话呢，它是主要以结构火灾，就比如像建筑类的火灾，那就是先控制后消灭。而针对航空器的火灾就有本质的不同了，因为它搭载了大量的旅客，我们是目标就是拯救生命嘛。先期到场的车不惜一切代价，把所有灭火器全部投入过去，然后迅速的打开逃生通道。它要求的响应速率是非常高的。
In 2007, at Okinawa's Naha Airport, the right engine of a Boeing 737 suddenly caught fire after landing. Minutes later, the plane exploded in a ball of fire. It took 4.5 minutes for the fire brigade to arrive at the scene. Luckily, the passengers and crew had evacuated the plane seconds before the explosion. The airplane was destroyed, leaving a chilling reminder of how seconds can mean the difference between life and death. International Civil Aviation Organization standards state that firefighters at an airport must be able to arrive at the scene of a fire within 3 minutes. But Daxing Airport's unique layout makes that very difficult. At Daxing Airport, 3 fire stations are located in the middle of the 4 runways. Each station is equipped with complete sets of special firefighting vehicles. Whenever a fire occurs here, fire brigades will be able to operate independently without needing to cross any runway.
常规的大门的话呢，提升速度是32到36秒，而现在我们改成双向开后呢，它的响应时间在10秒以内。
Details make all the difference. In 30 seconds, firefighters are in the trucks and on their way. Thanks to the right equipment and extensive training, they can arrive at any part of the runway within 2 minutes.
3动仪准备完毕。3两准备完毕。3准备完毕。
3台主战车用最大流量对飞机外部进行覆盖冷却，立即执行。
In addition to basic firefighting skills, firemen at the airport must also learn the operating principles of the airplane's power, control, and fire extinguishing systems, as well as a number of other related skills. With only 24 days to go before opening day, every moment is crucial. To improve their operational capability, they must increase the frequency and intensity of their training.
各班组长分为3组，将3个科目依次开展训练。
It's 11:30 a.m., and some special guests from Tokyo's Haneda Airport will be arriving soon. Team leader Hiroshi Akaiwa has been to China before. For other members, it's their first time.
带队的他是管理层的人，平常在办公室，但剩下4个人都是在一线工作的。
An international hub needs international collaboration. Over the next few days, staff at Daxing Airport will receive some special training.
一部透けて見えるよ。気のせいです。
The 60 members of Daxing Airport's cleaning team are all ready to go. What kind of advanced experience will their Japanese peers bring? Tokyo's Haneda Airport is the 5th largest in the world. International air transport rating organization Skytrax has voted it the cleanest airport in the world for 5 consecutive years. The team responsible for this accolade is led by Hiroshi Akaiwa.
日本羽田机场有个叫先进村子嘛，那它是做的是女神一样的那种感觉嘛，就是马桶里水可以舀出来喝的那种。真的到了日本羽田机场，你到卫生间里边真的闻不到熏人的这种味道啊，我说都是确实非常干净的。
首先想问大家一下，你们知不知道就是毛巾有正反面？
The cleaning team will start by learning the basics.
刚刚那个下面的位置的话呢，就有点就是纰漏了。
When it opens, Daxing Airport is expected to receive over 200,000 passengers from around the world every day. Cleaning may be a small detail, but it is a very important one. The cleaning team is aiming for the highest standards in the world so that passengers can have a world-class traveling experience. September 2nd, another busy day for Daxing Airport. Most domestic passengers will pass through the entrances and exits of the escalators at the 4th floor of the terminal building. In 23 days, those passengers will be stepping over these terrazzo tiles tens of thousands of times a day. Keeping them clean will be a very special challenge. The team can only clean them with nothing but water. Then they need to polish the floors using at least 2 pads of different roughness. The whole process must be completed within a stipulated time.
整体的亮度提高了。像这边区域没做的，像这些亮度，它就减少了。
Before it opens to passengers in 23 days' time, the 700,000 square meter terminal building needs to undergo a thorough cleaning. The cleaning team at Daxing Airport is determined to give passengers from around the world the best first impression possible.
登陆成功，请确认绑定的车号。
September 17th, 8 days before opening day. Daxing Airport holds its final test flight, and all the departments in the flight zone are in a race against time. This is the last chance for some practical training before the airport officially goes into operation. Yao Kun is the head of the CNAF No. 1 refueling station. Before coming to Daxing Airport, he didn't know the first thing about refueling aircraft.
当时嘛没有概念飞机加油员，因为只是见过那种地面的加油站，给车加油那种的。但是说真正接触这个飞机加油之后，感觉这确实有很多的技术含量在里边。
The hydrant dispenser is the main equipment used in aircraft refueling. But how can a vehicle this size fill up something as big as an airplane? The secret is hidden underground. If the oil depot is the heart, then the pipes buried under the Daxing Airport apron are the capillaries. There are 50 kilometers of these hidden pipes connected to 204 parking stands, with 495 fuel hydrant pits at each end, the most for any airport in the world. As the plane arrives, Yao Kun's team begin their last drill before opening day. The high-pressure pipes they use can refuel an airplane at a rate of 2,000 liters per minute. The workers have to be extremely cautious. September 18th, 7 days before opening day. The only thing left to do at the new terminal building is to clear the site. Every detail is important at an airport. Security personnel check every corner of the terminal building, making sure there is nothing that could pose a danger to passengers. In the coming week, this mega project will be completely sealed up so preparations can be made to welcome the first group of passengers. On September 19th, the Airport Express is officially open to traffic. On September 24th, after sending off its last batch of passengers, Nanyuan Airport prepares to close its doors. It has handled 75 takeoffs and landings and served 11,500 people today. Meanwhile, Daxing Airport is ready to welcome its first transfer flight. At the 70-meter-high West Tower, the controllers are in position, and Young Na starts her first shift here. The apron controller team are in position, and the ASMG-CS is turned on. The bird control team move into place. The Airport Operations Center departments are all ready. But before the plane arrives, the ground supervision team must test the friction of the runways.
跑道它这个模组值不能低于0.3，低于0.3这个规划值以后，这个道面是不适用的。
2号车收到了吗？可以测试了。
1号车、2号车收到，马上进行测试。
They run at 95 kilometers per hour to simulate an airplane taxiing. A plane can only make a smooth landing on the runway if there is enough friction. Their test results will determine whether the transfer flight can make a safe landing or not.
现在看这个测试结果，平均值是0.67，且任意值都没有低于0.4以下的，测试结果良好，可以开放使用跑道。
The first flight transfer from Nanyuan to Daxing Airport goes through its final ground handling procedures. The end of one journey marks the start of another.
您好，53动物跟着上梭子海洋12，日海12，良好，53动物。
Farewell, Nanyuan Airport.
联航1东洞9，联系北京经济125.5，百年南苑，再见了。
联系北京经济125.5，百年南苑机场，我亲爱的朋友，咱们再见了。
The new airport welcomes its first commercial flight with a traditional water salute. Daxing International Airport is up and running. The new terminal building of Daxing Airport officially opened at 8 a.m. on September 25, 2019. At 9:45 a.m., a group led by Chinese President Xi Jinping took the Daxing Airport Express from Taoqiao Station and arrived at the terminal building.
我宣布，北京大兴国际机场正式投运。
At 11:28 a.m., Beijing Daxing International Airport was officially opened. In the future, 72 million passengers from around the globe are expected to pass through its gates every year. along with its sister airport in the north, it brings Beijing into a new era as a modern aviation transportation hub. China's economic development has transitioned from rapid growth to high-quality growth. A mega project is not only about size. It also embodies the concepts of environmental protection, humanity, culture, technology, as well as openness, inclusiveness, efficiency, and safety. It serves as a symbol of serving the people.
在投运的那个时候的那个劲儿是干劲儿，但是现在呢，这个劲儿呢就是学习的劲儿，去努力去学习、去创新、去看，怎么样去把服务做到更好。
成功投运其实是智慧机场的万里长征的第一步，未来我们会持续的对智慧进行升级、改造、完善。我们也是不断的去寻找和突破新的这种工作方式方法。明年呢，我们就准备启用探鸟雷达这种系统。 以前可能是肉眼去观察，未来呢，变成一双雷达的眼睛，让那个飞机啊和鸟啊，真的能够和谐的共存。
结合这个机场运行的实际的情况，不断的摸索各个灯型啊、各种类型照明的这种配合，让它更加的符合运行的实际需求。
每天都有一个提升，来确保我们这整个运行啊会进入越来越平稳的轨道上，
让每一个航班都平安的起飞。 降落。
The airport of the future is finally completed. Hello, world.